So here is an example of ease of doing business. You all are aware of Richard Branson, Richard the Lion-Hearted, who runs the Virgin Empire out of UK. One of his companies is a bank called Virgin One, and it's a real interesting bank. The philosophy is this: says you are one person with a single overall level of indebtedness, and your bank shouldn't treat you like you're suffering from a case of multiple personalities. What does this mean? Imagine you've got, as a human being, you've got a whole load of financial transactions around you. God help you and God bless you. You have a checking account. You have a savings account. You have a mortgage account. You have a loan account, right? Then you've got a credit card. You've got a debit card. Generally, you have 6, 7, 8 different kinds of dealings with, in your financial world. Now, rarely do you find an organization which says, let me take all of them and put them together. I don't know how it works in the two big banks in your country, but definitely I have been a Merrill Lynch customer for many years. Merrill Lynch is, apart from the fact that they are pretty, they've not done very well for their customers in the last few years, they are a great big company. They could never get all my accounts together. I remember a classic case where I took a mortgage for my house, and they were, the best they could offer me was some 8.5%, where I could just go on the web to lendingtree.com and get 4 banks to compete for my mortgage, and I get a mortgage at 6%. I'm talking about 3 years ago. But Merrill Lynch couldn't organize it because they say, listen, our mortgage department is in Jacksonville, Florida. We don't have anything to do with it, Sam. My financial consultant tells me. She sits in Cleveland. Big deal. Do I care? But what Virgin One has done is fantastic. Let us say that you have a loan of $20,000. Let's just say for argument. Now, your salary comes in to your bank account. Let's say you get an $8,000 salary. Every month, $8,000 your employer deposits into your account. Now, let's say that your owings is $20,000. Okay, so your debit $20,000, you just got in a credit of $8,000. The way Virgin One works is very simple. The entire $8,000 is applied to the $20,000 debit, and the debit is then reduced to $12,000. So the entire amount that was in your credit goes to offset the debit. And once that happens, you've got a much lower debit and you pay interest only on that. Now let's say that you want to spend $200. So what it then does is, it takes $200 out of this and increases your debit by $200. So it's like a continuous drip account, like a tap. As you close and open the tap, you use the water. Now obviously the total cost of interest is much less by doing this. I mean, a simple philosophy. You ask your bank if they will do it. They say, no, they are two different departments, sir. Do you care? That's what Virgin One is all about. That's what I mean by ease of doing business. You just got to be creative.